How's it going, you guys? It's Eli with Common Sense here, and today I'm going to be bringing you sort of a longer video, but this is going to be a fun one. So today I'm going to be showing you guys my top 10 compliment getters and most worn fragrances from the 2020 year. So 2020 has been a heck of a year. You spent the first couple of months, out and about in public, but then the shutdown happened, the global pandemic happened, and so I kind of had to shift my fragrance taste because I couldn't really wear stuff that I really enjoyed around people here at my house, because a lot of us are sensitive here in my family, and so I had to kind of adapt. Even though that kind of happened, as you can see, stuff started opening up a little bit more, and I kind of started buying a lot more fragrances again. And so today I'm just going to show you guys my top 10 most complimented and most worn fragrances of 2020. The first fragrance on this list is English Laundry's Riviera. So Riviera is probably one of my favorite fragrances that you can buy under $30, $20, depending on where you pick this up. I got this one for $13 at my local rack store for a big 100 ml bottle of this. I've also had it as well in one of these little mini discovery sets. You can find a pack of 4 of these with English Laundry Riviera, Oxford Blue, I believe Notting Hill, and one other one. I think it was Signature, but this one is one of my favorites because it is a fantastic citrus, creamy, woody, very nice, sweet fragrance for men. And this one is sort of a spring summer fragrance. So a larger bottle like this lasted probably about 5-6 hours, but on the smaller bottle it lasted about 7-8 hours. So I'm not 100% sure what's going on there, but it is still a fantastic scent nonetheless. So this one has very nice citrus notes up top, bergamot, lemon, lime, as well as some cedar. And in the middle, you've got a really nice mandarin. You've got a little bit of tonka. You've got some pepper, geranium, lavender, things like lang lang, nutmeg, patchouli, and base notes of sandalwood, guaiac wood, oak moss, rosemary, and amyris, which is kind of a nice, pleasant, kind of sweet and almost balsamic note as well. But this one is a very nice, creamy, sweet, and warm fragrance for the warm times. It's definitely inviting. It almost has sort of a honey vibe to it, if that makes sense. Kind of a natural honey sweetness mixed with a little bit of citrus. And I wore this one a lot, and I just absolutely loved this one for the sort of springtime. So that was Riviera by English Laundry. Next up, we have Coach for Men. Now, I know that there was a new release, Coach for Men Blue. I haven't bought that one yet, but this one, I just decided to buy the OG one, and I am very glad that I bought this one. This one is a fantastic citrus, kind of sweet, almost kind of like a smoky vanilla fragrance for men. And this one lasts a long time. This lasts about 7 hours on my skin, and it has gotten me lots of compliments. It's got a very unique pear and kumquat note up top, mixed with some lavender, grapefruit, bergamot, as well as cardamom, geranium, and coriander in the middle, and bottom notes of ambergris, suede, and amberwood, and vetiver as well. So this is definitely going to get you compliments. I just loved this one because it's definitely sweet, but not quite as kind of clean and well-rounded as the last one, Riviera. This one's a little bit smoky. I've worn this with a leather jacket before when I went out to the mall, when things started opening up. And I just think that the cardamom, coriander, and that kind of suede at the bottom mixed with like a little bit of that kind of kumquat and the pear up top. It's just a very interesting combination that is definitely modern. This doesn't smell dated, but this does smell kind of like a little bit of a manly clubbing fragrance. So this would be something I would definitely recommend for somebody in their 20s, possibly 30s. But yeah, if you want to just go out with friends or family, I would put this on, definitely. This is just one of my nice blind grab ones. Like I just grab whenever I want to wear something. Most of the time I grab this one. So Coach for Men. Now on to my probably most worn fragrance of all time, Montblanc Explorer. So Montblanc Explorer is a designer take on Creed Aventus, and I know it's been done 1,000 times. It seems like every single house now practically has their own kind of interpretation or clone of it, but this one's really unique because it has that really nice kind of pink pepper, clary sage, and a very refreshing bergamot note up top that you don't get with a lot of other fragrances. Some fragrances like Club de Nuit Intense Man, that one has a bit of a harsh lemon note up top, but this one has a fresh, just wonderful bergamot note. And of course in the middle you have your Haitian vetiver, your leather and base notes of ambroxan, akigala wood, cacao pod, and patchouli leaf from Indonesia. So this is definitely sourced from ingredients that are from all around the world, and it's definitely a high quality juice. This stuff lasts me probably a good 7 to 10 hours, depending on how many sprays you get. And I haven't got nearly as many compliments with any of these other ones as I have with this one. This one's got me the most compliments, and it kind of reflects because this is my favorite one. I think just when I first smelled this, I thought, man, this smells like Creed Aventus, and so I am just so happy that I bought this one. You can pick this up for I think around $35 to $40, depending on where you purchase this from. If you get a tester, it'll be a little bit cheaper, but I highly recommend that you pick this one up because there is nothing out there that smells this great for this price. Number 4, we have Tom Ford Neroli Portofino Aqua, and a funny story about this one is I first bought this on eBay, and I bought it and I was scared because I sprayed it and it didn't last really long, and so I thought I could have got a fake, so I returned it. I bought another one that was sealed and the same thing happened. I was like, okay, this is old, this must be old, and it said it was from 2016, and I thought maybe it went bad, so I returned that one. And I just decided to bite the bullet and spend $120, $130 it was from Fragrance Net or wherever I bought it. Actually, no, it was Gift Express, but I bought, I bought a new batch of it. So this one is absolutely unreal. So whenever I smell this, I immediately think of the air around me when it starts turning from winter to spring. When you smell those orange orchards kind of blooming in my area, you can smell the neroli in the air, and it's just sort of a transition into the warmer weather. And I don't particularly like warmer weather. I myself am a cold weather person, but I love this smell. You've got lemon, bergamot, petitgrain, which is sort of that sort of neroli and like that orange leaf kind of crushed up, kind of earthy herbal aspect with middle notes of neroli, orange blossom, and base notes of amberwood and white musk. So this might not look like it's used all that much, but it's rare for me to use something this much and get it down because I have a lot of fragrances behind me, but this one is one of my favorites from Tom Ford. It's very refreshing. I would always get samples of this when I was at the mall, and I'm just super happy with how this one smells. It's definitely refreshing if you want something to keep you kind of productive while you're at home working, maybe from your computer or something, but I highly recommend that you pick this one up and smell it because it isn't the most long-lasting fragrance, as I found out with those 2 other times. Definitely get a new batch of this because it will go bad after, you know, 4 years or whatever it was. But yeah, as long as you don't mind spraying a little bit more with this one, it is definitely a nice kind of clean, fresh neroli fragrance, and I highly recommend this one. So the next one is Yves Saint Laurent's Nuit De Lom. So I got this one around the fall time when it was still a little bit warm outside and I wanted something for the cooler weather. I smelled this one at the mall and I really, really liked it. And I just kept going back to that little tester strip that I had in my pocket and just was smelling it around the entire day. I'm just a huge fan of the Lome line, and so this one is Nuit De Lom. This one is just a fantastic cardamom and kind of nice, almost, it has sort of a cinnamony sort of spice vibe, but it's not super heavy. Some fragrances like Boss Bottle, that one smells a little bit like kind of an apple pie, but this one, that cardamom, that bergamot, and that vetiver just make a really unreal combination. It smells very, very manly with that cardamom. There's just so much cardamom in this, and it's so refreshing. Every time that I smell this, I just want to put on a sweater and, you know, get cozy on the couch. So this one's definitely more of a date night fragrance or something that you're gonna wear to family events. It just is a little bit more playful and intimate. I did wear this, I had an internship and I wore it a few times. Yeah, I definitely did like how this one made me feel. It just kind of made me feel a little bit flirty, but yeah, I really like this one a lot. And I think this is going to be a great people pleaser, especially if you have somebody special in your life that you want to wear this around. So definitely give this one a try. This next one was a nice blind buy that I found from Burlington. So this one is Bentley Momentum Unlimited. Bentley Momentum Unlimited, wow, that is a mouthful, is just a really nice, fresh, leathery fragrance with a lot of ambroxan in it. So if you're a fan of ambroxan and that sort of kind of synthetic freshness with a lot of men's modern fragrances, you're definitely gonna like this one. It's got grapefruit, green apple, cardamom, and also middle notes of cedar, sandalwood, vetiver, and base notes of leather, musk, and that awesome ambroxan. So this one is actually really long lasting. It lasts about, I'd probably say about 6 hours. And it's just really nice with that sort of fresh, that fresh grapefruit and apple, green apple up top. It's unreal. And mixed with that really nice leather and ambroxan at the bottom. It's definitely a fresh take on a masculine leather, and it's something that is definitely work appropriate. I wear this one to work a lot, and also if I'm just like writing up documents or writing up scripts for stuff, you know, I do a lot of stuff like that, and I'm just really productive whenever I wear this, and I really just enjoy getting little whiffs of this here and there when I happen to smell it just in the air when I'm working. So definitely give this one a try. I think it was only $20 for a big, nice 100 ml bottle like this. The bottle looks super cool. You've got that really nice kind of studded look on the outside, as well as that kind of cool reflective look up, just that mirrored edge right there, and this kind of cool icy water kind of light blue kind of vibe going on with the liquid inside. So definitely give this one a try. She's okay. The next one on the list is Noir Extreme by Tom Ford. So this one is a fantastic sort of sweet, gourmandish, warm, spicy, vanillic, amber, powdery fragrance for the wintertime. And I haven't smelled anything quite this delicious smelling. Nui De Lom, that one is a very nice kind of sweet gourmandish as well, but this is more of like a kind of sexy chocolate, just wonderful amalgamation of smells. This one's got cardamom, nutmeg, mandarin orange, neroli, and saffron up top, with a really unique coolfy note in the middle, mixed with rose, orange blossom, mastic, as well as base notes of vanilla, amber, some woody notes, and also sandalwood. So this one is definitely going to be something that you're going to want if you want something sweet in the winter, kind of a little bit more intimate. But this is, wow, just every time I smell this, I actually took this out and I did kind of like a little test right outside the store. I was asking people, hey, do you like this or Spice Bomb Night Vision? And this one won a couple times. So yeah, this was just a really nice one, and I haven't smelled anything that smells quite this unique. So kulfi is an Indian dessert, sort of like our ice cream, but with cream and some nuttiness, pistachios, things like that. And it smells very unique, and if you've ever tried it, you'll know exactly what it smells like, and it's a very nice, just sweet and seductive, really nice men's fragrance that's sort of dark and just kind of intriguing, like you want to keep smelling this. And I've worn this with sweaters and leather jackets as well. So you can really pull this off with any sort of look, but this is just something that you want to wear if you want sort of a more intimate vibe. So definitely try this one out. And yeah, just give this one a smell the next time you're out at the mall or wherever you get your samples from. You can even order a decant of this and you will end up wanting to buy the entire thing. That's why I bought a nice 100 ml bottle like this. So definitely try this one out. Next up is one of my most worn work fragrances. This is Luna Rosa Carbon by Prada. And it just sort of smells like it's somewhere in between Versace Dylan Blue and Dior Sauvage. So it's a nice middle ground. It's got that nice ambroxan, those sort of mineral notes at the bottom, as well as, you know, some of that lavender, those aquatics, kind of, it has sort of a soil vibe, as well as the bergamot and pepper up top. So this one is a really nice, refreshing one, and I've worn this, you know, many times. I almost wanted to go out and buy the 100 ml bottle again, but I haven't used it all that much because I'm, you know, trying to rotate a bit. So this will definitely get its wear in the summer again once it gets warm. The next one on the list is John Varvatos Artisan Blue. Now, I have smelled several of the John Varvatos fragrances. I've owned this one, I've owned Artisan Pure, and I've also smelled Artisan. So this one I think is my favorite out of the entire line. This one's got bitter orange, bergamot, basil, lavender, and a nice chayote note up top, which is sort of a, it's sort of like, it gives off kind of a sweet kind of cucumber vibe. So it's really refreshing, and it's just something that I really enjoy smelling. It's also got just really nice iris, geranium, clary sage to kind of keep you relaxed and calm when you smell it, as well as some pine, pistachio, and patchouli at the bottom. So this one is just a really nice fragrance that I wear all the time when I want to be productive. I spray this right before I would go into my Zoom meetings just to keep me in the mindset of being at work and at school. I would use this a lot when I was in college. And this just, I love this one so much. It smells like a really nice men's kind of blue shower gel, but it's not gross and cheap smelling. It's a really nice kind of premium smell to it. This should have been called Artisan Green. I don't know why it's Artisan Blue, but yeah, it's just a really nice sort of greenish aquatic that you're gonna definitely like. It's sort of earthy. It's a little bit, it has a little bit of soil to it almost, but yeah, it's, it kind of smells like a, yeah, you definitely get that lavender up top. It's really strong mixed with those green notes. So this almost smells like an expensive, I almost want to say like an expensive bubble bath, but it doesn't, don't let that turn you off. It's definitely premium smelling, and I just really love this one for when I want to feel productive. Last but not least, we have Tom Ford's Grey Vetiver Eau de Parfum. This actually was a Christmas gift. I had been talking about it a lot, and I told my family that this was something that I wanted, and I ended up getting this one. My brother bought this for me, and I'm really thankful for that. This one is hands down one of my favorite blind grab fragrances when you just want to wear something that you're gonna like. It's really fresh, it's a little spicy, kind of peppery, but it's just really mass pleasing. It's got grapefruit, orange blossom, and sage up top, and middle notes of nutmeg, orris root, and pimentos to give it kind of that sort of almost like a spicy note, but it's not so spicy that it's just off-putting and it's like a winter bomb. It's not like that. And you have base notes of vetiver, oak moss, and amber, as well as some sort of wood. But this one is just really mass pleasing, and I really enjoy smelling this one on myself. So anytime that I go, you know, I sometimes wake up, I'll go head straight into my computer room where I start, you know, my office area where I'll start working. And this, I really like this one. There's just something about it. It's that sort of just really nice vetiver note mixed with that little bit of warm pimento, and it's fantastic. So there's been many times where I just wake up and I immediately am in like work mode. So I'll just go into my office, I'll start doing my work. But this one, it just kind of calms me down a little bit. It's there when I reach for it when I want to just go downstairs, have some lunch. If I want to go out, you know, I have some errands to run, I'll just wear this, and it's just a really nice all year round fragrance, and it still performs really good here in the winter and the fall and kind of spring time. So yeah, I got this in December, but it's still really cold, and it's sometimes really hot outside. I'm in California, so it really it's kind of all over the place, but yeah, it's really nice. And I'm just really glad that I have this really high quality designer vetiver fragrance, and I haven't really found something that I like quite as much as this one. All right, we are all done with our list. That was quite a lot of fragrances, but I ended up buying a lot of them in 2020 because there really wasn't much to do at home, and I just enjoy getting packages, and I fueled that sort of addiction. But thank you guys for watching this video, and please consider subscribing if you like fragrance content like this. Leave a like if you enjoy this sort of stuff, and leave a comment down below if you have any other lists that you would like to share. I'd like to hear some of your guys' hidden gems or just fragrances that you've worn in 2020. So definitely leave a comment down below. Consider subscribing if you liked this sort of video. Thank you guys. I have been Eli with Common Sense. Until the next one, bye-bye.